Hey, it's Tracy. Today we're creating a Be Mine Valentine charger decor. Have you ever seen a pin on Pinterest or browsed the web and I totally love that, I want to have it or create it? Well, these are sold at Zulily and they're always sold out. I never can find them in stock, so I decided to create my own this year. I found these red chargers at the Dollar Tree and I just created my own replica of it using some vinyl and a pink heart. So I am going to show you in Design Space how I measured and figured out how big I needed my vinyl and my heart to be. Okay, here in Design Space, I'm going to go here to Insert Shapes and click the circle. Over here on the Edit tab on the width, I'm just going to change that to 9.0. It gives me a 9-inch circle. I'm going to click the Layers tab and then click on the circle itself, and the color palette will pop up, and I'm just going to change it to white only because that's just a personal preference so that I can work with it a little bit better. Alrighty. So now I'm going to insert my text. So go right here to Insert Text, and I'm going to type BE first. Cricut alphabet is the alphabet by default in Cricut Design Space. So I'm going to click on the Edit tab and then click the little drop down. And I have leftovers, the little leftovers font. It's a free font. Of course, I will link that for you in the description of where you can get it. And then I'm going to insert text again, and then I'm going to type mine. All right, and I'm pulling this this circle with the two arrows. I'm just pulling it diagonal so that it increases the font size a little bit. Now what I'm going to do is I love this font. I think that it's very similar to the one that was used on the plates from Pinterest, and so I was really happy to discover this. But I don't like the way that the M, the I, the N, and the E, I don't know, it seems like right here it's missing something, and so I decided to ungroup these, and I'm going to move these a little bit closer, and let me show you what I did. Okay, I just right-clicked and clicked Ungroup. So what it does is it gives each of the individual, it gives the letters, you know, it takes them apart, it takes them as one group, and then it gives them a chance that you can resize them. Okay, so also, now they're individual letters, so if I click on each letter, they're individual letters. Now, since I want to resize these a little bit and make them a little bit taller, I'm going to click on the letter, and then right here where the lock is, I'm going to unlock it, and it gives me this green dot, and then that way it gives me a chance that I can make this letter as wide or as skinny as I want it to be. So I was just showing you that for just design purposes. So I click out of that, then I'm going to work with my eye. I'm going to do the same thing, unlock that little lock, and I'm just making it a little bit bigger and moving it closer to the M, and then I'm going to do the same thing as with the N, making that just a little bit more skinnier, moving it closer, and going to do the E as well. You don't have to do this, you can leave it the way that it was typed, but I'm just showing you a way that if you like the letters and you're like, something looks a little off, this is how you can get those letters to be taller or fatter or more skinny, or just something where it just makes your words look great and your project comes to life. Okay, so I'm really happy with that, so I'm going to leave that alone. Now the B and the E is fine. The leftovers font kind of tilts the letters a little bit, and I think that's another thing that attracts me to this font, is I love that because it kind of gives a little bit of character to the actual font if you want something that's not so straight. So first I'm going to ungroup these letters so that I have the B and the E individual. And then to work with the B by itself, I'm going to unlock that B, and then the green button pops up again. And so it's facing, or it's kind of tilting to the right, and I kind of want to change that. I want to use the rotate button up here and kind of tilt it to the left a little bit. And then I'm going to unlock the E as well, kind of play with that, make it a little bit bigger, and maybe kind of tilt it to the right a little bit more. Just kind of play with it. That's what's good about this template, like this circle that I put on there, because it kind of gives you just an idea of what your project's going to look like, or how you're going to have it once you get it cut out with vinyl. Okay, now I'm going to pull in the heart and go here to insert images. And I know the heart that I want, it's from the Simply Sweet cartridge. It is a cartridge that I currently own, but you can use any heart that you have in your library, or purchase this one if you would like. Okay, Simply Sweet. Okay, right here. Okie dokie. Okay, it's this heart right here. It is the plain one. So I'm just going to select that and insert the image. I liked it because one side was just a little bit higher than the other side. And I want to flip that. I want it to cut where the higher side is on this side. So how I do that is go back over to, now let me see, Edit. On the Edit tab, this mirror right here, what it does is it will flip it for you. And again, you can unlock it and make it just a little bit bigger, just like that. Okay, now before I'm going to leave this heart pink because I want to cut it pink, but this right here I'm going to cut out on white vinyl, so it doesn't matter what color it is, because I'm going to put that vinyl on my mat. And since I had ungrouped them to be able to resize them, I need to attach them all back together so that they all cut out just like you see here. I'm not going to worry about this heart, because the way that the Cricut design on the mat, the way that it's designed, it will, if it's a different color, it will cut out on a different color. It will put it on a different mat. So I'm going to hold down I'm going to click on the B, and then hold down my Shift key and click all of the letters. And then I'm going to go over here to Layers, and I'm going to click Attach. Okay. And then I will go over to Go. I can delete this circle if I don't want it anymore, or I don't have to. It's just going to give you an additional mat for, you know, to cut out, but I just deleted that. Now when I hit Go, the B and the mine are here on the mat, and all I have to do is put my vinyl into my Cricut Explorer and cut it out. Okay, I cut out the B mine, and I weeded the vinyl where just the letters are showing. Weeding is taking all the little extra little pieces out of the vinyl, and I just cut my piece down so that it would kind of fit on the plate just for the video purposes. And so now I'm using some transfer tape, and I just buy these in the roll, and it's just a really good way to transfer that vinyl onto that, and then transfer it on into your onto your project. So then once I figure out where exactly I want my vinyl to be placed, I will kind of set it down and then go over it with my brayer and my little scraping tool to really get that vinyl down and hopefully get this vinyl to come off. I did have a little bit of a hard time, but it takes patience, and sometimes I'm not the most patient person, but that's what I had to do. That's just what I found. I'm thinking that this plate, because it was slick, the vinyl didn't have anything really to stick to. So I had to really do a lot of, brayer, using my brayer and my little scraper here thing to really get that vinyl off of the transfer tape. But the end result is so worth it. So I just had to be patient. Okay, now I just have a soft cloth and just really cleaning off any of like the dust and stuff and little smudges. And now I'm just taking my pink art and just putting that on the plate as well. Just kind of smoothing everything down. Now I have some white slick fabric paint, and I love using this stuff on projects like this because it gives an outline onto my projects that gives it a puffiness that I like, and it's a little easier to control the bottle for me versus just a paintbrush. And so now I'm just going to go around the outside, just doing some, I don't know, just some doodles. That's just what I call them. Just little doodles. I just totally loved the Zulily plates, and I was just really, really sad that I could no longer get them. So I decided to create my own and take you along for the ride and see, give you some ideas or my ideas of what to do to create some yourself. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Thanks for your sweet, sweet comments. I appreciate you all so much, and happy Valentine's Day 2016. See you next time. Bye-bye.